A man has been saving money in a secret bank account to surprise you, but someone found out. Archangel Michael says, you were never meant to know this way. The surprise was supposed to bring tears of joy, not the sting of betrayal. But something happened behind the scenes that changed everything in an instant. A man, someone who carries love for you in secret, began saving in silence. Every deposit into that account was a whisper of devotion, a quiet plan for a future he saw only with you. He never said a word, not even in passing, because the beauty of the surprise was in your astonishment. The account was opened under a code name. He used an alias that held personal meaning, something only he understood. Not even his closest friends knew what he was doing or why he had changed his spending habits overnight. But someone has found out. Not just anyone, but someone who has access, someone who has been watching him from the shadows. This person wasn't supposed to be involved in anything personal, yet they've broken boundaries that should never be crossed. Type Amen to get blessing 333. The man had planned everything for a special day. A moment when he would take your hand and show you the fruits of his labor, not just the account, but what it was going to do for your life. A home, a fresh start, a key with your name on it. But this person who discovered the secret is not happy for you. In fact, they've been jealous from the very beginning. They knew he cared for you even if he never admitted it out loud. They began tracing his movements, keeping mental notes, then finally got hold of a hint, a transaction, a number, a receipt. Something so small but enough to lead them straight to the truth. The man has no idea the surprise is in danger. His trust has been quietly broken while he still believes everything is going according to plan. He believes the secret is safe, but the eyes watching him are no longer just curious, they are dangerous. Type Amen to get blessing 228. The person who found out is planning to interfere. They're already speaking to someone about moving funds, crafting a story that he is financially unstable, trying to raise red flags where there are none. They're trying to make him look reckless when in truth he's being thoughtful. You are the target of this sabotage, but you're not the enemy in their mind. You are merely the reason. Their bitterness is not because of anything you did, but because you are chosen, and they are not. Archangel Michael says, you are being protected in realms you cannot see. What was meant for harm is being blocked before it lands. But you must not stay silent any longer. There will be a sign, a message or a phone call, something will feel slightly off but you won't be able to place it. That's the moment you'll remember this message and realize the danger is closer than you imagined. Type Amen to get blessing 901. This man has good intentions. He hasn't done this for show. He has sacrificed, gone without, made decisions that look confusing to others, all so you could one day have what you deserve. He saved silently. He watched your hardships and knew money alone wouldn't fix everything, but he wanted you to never feel empty or limited again. He's been preparing a life raft, but someone is trying to punch a hole in it. This person snooping around is not an amateur. They know how to dig. They may even work in a place that gives them technical access, maybe finance, maybe law, maybe just close enough to catch a glimpse of a confidential screen. They've spoken to someone about claiming what isn't theirs. They want to reroute the funds or create a legal barrier so the money never reaches you. They are trying to build a false case before your blessing can even arrive. Archangel Michael says, this is a moment to stay spiritually awake. Your name has been whispered in circles of jealousy. But your name is also written in places where divine justice is already setting things right. Type Amen to get blessing 147. This man may sense something soon. He may start to feel watched. He may even ask you questions he never asked before, subtle ones, as if he's testing waters. That's when you'll know he suspects the truth is leaking. And when he learns what happened, his heart will ache, not just from the breach, but from knowing you might never feel the full joy he wanted for you. He wanted to see your face light up in shock, not concern. He may confront the person who did this, and that confrontation will not go quietly. Expect a disruption, maybe even something legal. The one who tried to interfere will panic when they're caught. They have created a trail without realizing it. Their actions have already raised silent flags. There are systems, alerts, and paper trails recording everything. What they tried to do will eventually backfire hard. Type Amen to get blessing 592. You are not just someone being surprised, you are someone being watched by divine eyes. The heavens are aware of the intention and the interference. Nothing is going unnoticed. This person had one plan: stop the love from reaching you, stop the money from supporting you, and stop your future from being built. But the one thing they forgot is that destiny doesn't bow to jealousy. Archangel Michael says, prepare yourself emotionally for what's coming. It will be bittersweet. A part of you will feel joy, but another part will feel the sting of being robbed of the surprise you deserved. Yet in the end, you will receive what was stored for you. The bank account, the keys, the steps toward the future will all still happen. But now it comes with a deeper strength, because you overcame interference and still stood tall. Type Amen to get blessing 884. The man has begun moving his savings again. This time with more security. He has placed it into a new system that only he can access with a code only he knows. He's learned his lesson. He may not say anything to you directly yet, but you will see a difference. A shift in his actions. He is no longer only saving for you, he is now protecting what he saved. The person who tried to ruin it all is now under surveillance. Not physical, but spiritual. Their plans are being observed. They may feel pressure, or guilt, or start slipping up in small ways that reveal everything. It may start with a strange apology. Or a comment that makes no sense. Watch closely, someone around you will expose themselves with a single sentence. Type Amen to get blessing 305. This isn't about just money. This is about the meaning behind the saving. It is love, wrapped in patience, hidden in digits and decimal points. Every bit he saved was a symbol of how much he believed in the future with you. But the attack was not just about stealing, it was about making sure you never knew you were deeply loved. That was their true goal. You must keep your heart guarded, your mind clear, and your spirit alert. This is a time of unveiling. The veil has been lifted on something major. Archangel Michael says, you were never meant to fight this battle, but your name is still the one victory will fall upon. Watch how the universe corrects every wrong. One by one. Type Amen to get blessing 777. The man will speak soon. It will come in a quiet moment. He'll bring up something unrelated, but hidden within it will be a test, to see if you know what's been happening behind the curtain. When he sees that you understand more than he thought, his heart will release. And that's when he'll tell you the full truth. The account still exists. The savings are still intact. But the purpose has now doubled. It's no longer just for comfort, it's for restoration. He will use that money to rebuild what nearly got destroyed. And you will stand beside him as proof that love cannot be stopped by envy or deception. Type Amen to get blessing 616. The person who tried to stop this miracle will soon lose more than they ever imagined. The energy they invested in your downfall will reverse. What they tried to bury you with will bury their intentions instead. Expect to see signs. Bank-related. Money will flow your way in small amounts first, almost as if the universe is softening your landing before the big release. Stay grounded. Keep silent where necessary. Let the divine timing do its work. Archangel Michael says, this is a war you won without raising a hand. All because your name was written in protection long before this secret even began. Type Amen to get blessing 222. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. You are not weak, even if you feel wounded by the betrayal. You are not lost, even if confusion tried to cloud your path. The man who loves you has placed so much faith in what you don't yet see, because he knows you're worth waiting for. Every coin saved was a heartbeat. Every deposit was a whisper saying, she's worth it. She deserves a life that no one can sabotage. He envisioned a life where you wouldn't have to beg, struggle, or be humiliated. He worked in silence not because he wanted to keep you out, but because he wanted to walk you into a surprise so divine, it would take your breath away. But now, the path has been altered. He knows someone stepped into a plan they had no business entering. He's being forced to act sooner than expected. Type Amen to get blessing 455. He is moving swiftly behind the scenes now. He has shifted some funds into physical assets, gold, bonds, and a new lockbox tied to another country's secure vault. He's not taking any chances after what's been discovered. There are phone calls being made without your knowledge. Discussions with someone he trusts deeply. This person, likely an older male, perhaps a father figure or close mentor, is advising him to relocate his wealth. You will start to feel a shift in the atmosphere. A spiritual tightening, like the air around you is more watchful. That's not fear, it's divine alertness rising. The one who discovered the account still doesn't fully understand what they've interfered with. They think it's just money. They think it's just a game. They don't know they've tried to interfere with a sacred promise. Type Amen to get blessing 144. They wanted to steal what wasn't theirs. Not just the money, but the honor. They didn't want you to ever feel chosen. They didn't want you to feel valued beyond what they thought you deserved. But destiny doesn't bow to manipulation. No matter how close they came to ruining everything, divine justice arrived before destruction could settle. There's a reversal already happening. They are slowly becoming exposed. People around them are noticing inconsistencies in their behavior, in their excuses, in their movements. Very soon, someone else will speak up. A witness. Someone who saw something suspicious but kept quiet. Now, that silence is cracking, and a voice will come forward. Type Amen to get blessing 909. This won't be dramatic at first. It will feel like a passing comment, something said accidentally in a hallway or during a phone conversation. But the words will hit you deep and reveal a piece of the truth you were missing. You must stay grounded. Do not panic when pieces of this puzzle begin falling into place. The ones who tried to take from you are not prepared for the spiritual backlash they are walking into. Archangel Michael says, the account was created in your name, not by documents, but by intention. It was meant to empower you. Meant to make you feel seen and safe. Now, the plan is changing, but for the better. It will be even more personal, even more protected, and even more powerful. Type Amen to get blessing 838. The man is preparing to hand it over himself. No more surprises. He's planning to look you in the eye and say, "This is what I've been doing for you." It may come as a shock, but you'll remember this message and understand. His secrecy wasn't deception, it was devotion in disguise. And in that moment, the enemy who tried to intervene will feel their plan collapse. Everything they built on lies will scatter like dust in divine wind. You will not lose what was saved for you. Even if the hands that tried to take it wore smiles and spoke in kindness. Their real face will show, and you'll have peace knowing truth always wins. Type Amen to get blessing 373. You were meant to be blessed in private. But now you will be blessed publicly. This interruption, though cruel, has turned your story into a testimony. Soon, the man will tell you everything. From the first day he decided to start saving, to the nights he went without, to the day he realized he needed to protect the plan from evil eyes. His voice will be calm, but filled with emotion. He may even cry. This is not just about the money. This is about the love he placed in every hidden step. What was hidden is being revealed, not through chaos, but through courage. Type Amen to get blessing 119. He kept account numbers memorized, passwords written in places no one could find. Even his phone had no trace. The account was sacred to him. But something unusual happened, a bank alert, a suspicious login attempt. That's when he knew. That's when he started investigating quietly. The person who attempted to gain access used borrowed information. They got help from someone else, someone inside a system. A worker. But that worker has now come under audit. What was once private is now being traced. The divine fingerprints are showing up on every wrong move the enemy made. Type Amen to get blessing 284. There's more. This person who tried to destroy your blessing may try one last time. One final move to cover their tracks or to manipulate you emotionally. They might try to turn you against him. Pretend to warn you about him. Create a false narrative to make him look dishonest. But Archangel Michael says, your discernment will pierce through the lie like lightning. You will not be fooled. Your spirit knows what is real. And when he stands before you and tells the truth, your soul will recognize it instantly. Type Amen to get blessing 412. In the days ahead, your phone will buzz at strange hours. Calls from unknown numbers. Messages that vanish quickly. That's the energy of exposure rising. The one who tried to sabotage you will be confronted, not just by man, but by consequence. Their sleep will be disturbed. Their energy will shift. The mirror will reflect their actions. You may feel uneasy, but don't mistake that feeling for fear. It is the energy of justice stirring the air. This battle is no longer spiritual only, it is material now. The money that was meant for you is doubling. New accounts are being created. More layers of security are being added. Type Amen to get blessing 585. Your destiny was not meant to be handed out like a favor. It was earned. Through your pain, your patience, and your silence. The one who tried to break this miracle will break under the pressure of divine response. You will witness them start to fold. The lies they told will turn against them like venom. And in the quiet, your life will begin to rise. Not with explosions or announcements, but with calm certainty. The funds that were hidden will flow into the next stage. Land. Property. Security. A home. Not just money, but stability in every direction. Archangel Michael says, this is your inheritance, not from the past, but from the heart of someone who planned for your joy when no one else saw your tears. Type Amen to get blessing 700. The time of hiding is over. He will no longer feel fear that someone is watching. He's done playing quiet. The money will come with boldness. And you will not be confused. Every transaction will be explained. Every step will make sense. Because what was once a surprise is now a shared journey. You will be invited to take part in the future that was created for you. Your hands will touch what was stored in secret. Your eyes will see what your spirit longed for. And your heart will finally rest in the comfort of truth. Type Amen to get blessing 336. The enemy thought they won when they found the account. They thought snooping made them smart. But now they're being watched by powers beyond understanding. The accounts they tried to touch are now protected by law, by system, and by spirit. They will face repercussions soon. Not just loss, but shame. Their name will be questioned in rooms they never expected. And you will not have to lift a finger. Your only task now is to remain focused on what's coming next. Because the door is already opening. Not with noise, but with divine certainty. Type Amen to get blessing 818. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Michael says, the hour is near when the truth will rise like fire over the lies. The account may have been discovered by wrong hands, but the power behind it belongs to something divine. The plan was interrupted, but not destroyed. The man is now moving with strategy. His every step is guided not just by wisdom, but by unseen forces guarding him. He has stopped speaking to certain people and started watching their behavior more closely. He's removed traces of the account from shared devices. He's rerouted all financial notifications to a newly created identity system. The enemy who found out will now find only silence and blocked access. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Soon, a legal seal will be placed on the account. This seal prevents any outside claim. Only two people can access it, him and the one he chooses. And that person is you. He's drafting your name. Quietly. Without telling even his closest allies. He wants to ensure you are protected before you even say yes to what he has planned. Because he still hopes to kneel one day and hand you more than a key. He wants to hand you peace, legacy, and a vow never to let anyone interfere again. Type Amen to get blessing 321. The person who tried to ruin this miracle is sensing the collapse of their efforts. They've started to withdraw. Their boldness is fading. Their steps are quieter, more hesitant. They expected you to break. They expected confusion, drama, confrontation. But instead, you remained silent. You chose stillness. That stillness confused them. Because your calm is not weakness, it's armor. Now they are the one unraveling. They are the one questioning. Because their own shadow has turned on them. Type Amen to get blessing 404. The man who saved this for you has gone beyond logic. He's asked someone to begin building what he calls the foundation. A space, a property, or a physical place that carries the essence of his plans for you. He doesn't just want you to feel safe, he wants you to feel chosen, anchored, and remembered. This may be a house, land, or private sanctuary. Wherever it is, your name has already been written somewhere hidden, beneath a brick, behind a frame, under a drawer. Something symbolic. Something only He will show you. Type Amen to get blessing 700. The blessing that was almost stolen is being multiplied. What was one account has now become 3. What was a surprise is now a legacy. He wants you to be part of building it. The people who tried to bring chaos are now being watched by legal systems, spiritual justice, and karma. They tried to trap you. They're now trapped by their own acts. Their hands will shake. Their lips will slip. The truth will flow from them not by confession, but by exposure. You will not need revenge. You will have something stronger: clarity, closure, and victory. Type Amen to get blessing 666. The next few days may feel emotional. You may cry. Not from fear, but from release. Everything you felt wasn't happening, was. Every sign you ignored wasn't your imagination, it was divine preparation. Now it's time to step forward into what has been waiting for you. Not just financial freedom, but emotional grounding. He will say to you, "This is yours. I saved it, protected it, and now I give it to you. And no one can take it away." Type Amen to get blessing 555. There will be laughter when He reveals the details, moments of awe. Like the name He used to set up the account. Or the secret He tied to the passcode. Something sentimental. Maybe a date, a memory, or a song title. He wanted the account to carry meaning, not just numbers. He wanted you to feel safe every time you looked at the balance. Safe in love, secure in spirit, seen in the world. Now you will. Type Amen to get blessing 298. In that moment, every battle you fought in silence will feel worth it. Every night you cried not knowing why He was distant, quiet, withdrawn, it was Him fighting a battle you couldn't see. A battle to protect your name. To protect the blessing. To protect the surprise. Now the surprise is no longer hidden, but it's still powerful. Because what was meant to harm became your crowning moment. Archangel Michael says, you didn't lose the blessing. You gained a miracle in motion. Type Amen to get blessing 111.